Hello, class. My name is Lourdes Martinez, and I'm gonna talk about the book I read. I did a book analysis from the book Esperanza Rising by Pan Munoz Ryan. Plot: Esperanza Rising is about a wealthy girl named Esperanza who lives in Mexico with her family. She had a happy life until her father was assassinated and her family lost everything. Esperanza and her mother must move to the United States to work on a farm during the Great Depression. Life is very different and difficult there, and she has to work hard, face unfair treatment, deal with her mother getting sick. Over the time, Esperanza learns to be strong, appreciate what she has, and find happiness in a new way of life. The setting of the story. The story takes place at the beginning at El Rancho de las Rosas in Aguascalientes, Mexico, and the next part is on the fields in California. Narration. The story is narrated from a third person point of view. Genre as historical fiction. Characterization. Esperanza Rising begins as a wealthy child. Through the story, she transforms into a hardworking young lady. The adversity she faces helps her become resilient, develops empathy and compassion for others. She grows and matures and finds happiness in her new life. Symbols. Some symbols on the book are the name of the protagonist, Esperanza, that means hope in Spanish, and also Esperanza last doll that she received from her dad, and that means the childhood. And when she felt that she was grown up, she gave it to Isabella, a younger girl. Another symbol are the roses that are a symbol of Esperanza's home, family, peace, and love, where they had the ranch and then they brought to United States some plants. A metaphor. One is the river between Esperanza and Miguel. That means the different social classes that separate them. But when Esperanza loses everything and is in the same condition as Miguel, she realized that the river was never real. It just was an idea. The blanket the abuelita makes, the zigzags pattern that represents the ups and downs of life. And abuelita tells Esperanza to keep waving, showing that life has good and bad times, but it must keep going. Another is wait a little while and the fruit will fall into your hand. That means that to be patient and wait good times sometimes take time, like the fruit when it's ripe with will fall from the tree. The historical context. The story, the historical context of Esperanza Rising is based on real events during the Great Depression in the 1930s and focuses on the experience of Mexican migrant workers in the United States. They face unfair treatment and play on the farms where they work. I'm sorry. Some farm workers protest, but striking was risky because they could lose their jobs or be deported. Social, political, and economic context. Social people were treated differently based on the race and background. Mexican workers like Esperanza and her family faced discrimination and unfair treatment. Political. The government pushes many Mexican immigrants and even Mexican Americans to leave the country during the Great Depression to free up jobs for white Americans. And economic. Farmer workers were paid very little for long, hard work days, while farm owners made money from their labor. People, including children, had to work just to survive, and there was no guarantee of job or security or fair wages. I hope you understand some of my book. Thank you.